You are welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe to this channel before we go. If you want to know how to sharpen clipper blade professionally, if you want to know how to sharpening stone, if you want to know how to study the inner surface of the clipper blade, if you want to know everything about sharpening of clipper blade and sharpening of super hard manner sharpening stone, please subscribe to this channel now. Look at your right hand side, down part of it, you will see where they write SUBSCRIBE, subscribe. Use your finger to press, it will now change to subscribe, which means you have subscribed to this channel. Press the notification button, the number 31 at the top where they write all, press it for you to gain my notification. Thank you. Now I want to show you how to sharpen SurfaceSTUDYenhancement clipper blade. We have different type of SurfaceSTUDYenhancement clipper blade. This one is stronger SurfaceSTUDYenhancement clipper blade. We have different types. Now they have used this clipper blade done. See the place I'm using the pointer to touch that black area. Can you see that black area? That black area is the only place having contact with the upper blade as of now. This clipper blade was sharpened correctly before. Use up neatly. But can you see now where the pointer is? That black area, that is the only area when you adjust your upper clipper blade, that is like that it will work like a cut here. The front and the back are not cut. Can you see where I'm touching now? That stainless area? The upper blade does not touch that area at all. The upper blade does not touch. Can you see it? That is the bottom blade. See how the inner part of the bottom blade is. This clipper blade is not new. This one is old one. It has been sharpened like 3 or 4 times before. Can you see where I'm pointing at the back? That is the area the upper blade lay on top of the bottom blade at the back. Can you see that shiny area? Likewise the front too. Can you see it? That shiny area I'm touching, the upper blade does not touch that area. Can you see that place I'm touching? It is that black area the upper blade is making contact now. It's not making contact at the back, it's not making contact at the front. So the front of the clipper blade cannot cut, only the center that will cut. I will now show you step by step the way you can sharpen this type of SurfaceSTUDYenhancement stronger clipper blade. We have different type of clipper blade for SurfaceSTUDYenhancement. Some are soft, some are medium, some are very, very strong, like this Chauba. This one I want to sharpen, I'm showing you. This one is Chauba type. It's very, very strong like Chauba. It can only be sharpened by a professional barber who can sharpen clipper blade perfectly, correctly, logically, technically, correctly. Okay. Can you see the area I use my pointer to cover? That is the only area that can cut. Let's go into the field now and I'll show you. Okay, let's pick the upper blade. I want to show you the inner part of the upper blade. Now this is how to study the inner part. We have studied the inner part for the bottom. We are now studying the inner part for the upper. Can you see the area I'm touching? Can you see that area I'm touching? That is the area having contact with the bottom blade. Can you see? The front of the blade is having clearance. It cannot cut. It is the middle that can cut here. The back is good. Whereas when you look at the front, look at the back I'm pointing now. That point lay correctly. The front self lay properly because this clipper blade was sharpened correctly before. I was the one that sharpened this clipper blade before. I was the one that sharpened it before. Now it has been used on. I want to resharpen it again. Then I want to show you step by step the way you can sharpen it so that as a learner you can be able to get the facts out of the work I'm doing, out of my tutorial. Not just to watch the tutorial only. Look at the black area I'm pointing. See the black area? That is the area having the contact with the bottom blade now, for now. Not that the clipper is not working, it's working, but the front of it cannot work. But when you adjust the upper blade to the center, it will work. Then it will not be perfect. Can you see it? So I want to bring it back to normal. I want to sharpen it like a new clipper blade, or even work better than the new clipper blade. Those that have been watching my tutorial, they believe in that one. But for new person that have not newly joined me, please follow me step by step. I will show you everything. Now, number one thing, you have to clean the clipper blade very well. You clean the back, you clean the front, you clean the inner part of it, everything correctly. Yeah, after I've cleaned the clipper blade correctly, I now want to show you how it looks like. Can you see it? I've used nail rag to clean the inner part of it and the outer part of it completely, entire body. I'm cleaning now, making it dry. Clean it clean. Remove the oil, the carbons, the particles, all the dirties on the clipper blade. After this one, can you see all those black areas in the inner surface of the clipper blade? Those are the areas that the upper blade lay. Those are the areas that the upper blade was going up and down. It has been used though. That is why it look like that. When a professional sharpening clipper blade, that is how it used to look like when it is used done. Now I want to put the masking tape at the back of the upper blade. I'm putting for the one side. Now I'm cutting the masking tape, put for the other side too. Can you see? I'm putting for the second side too. Now I want to put for the back of the bottom blade. I'm measuring it. I've cut it off now. I want to place it on top of the back of the bottom clipper blade. Can you see the way I put it there? And now press it down so that you use better masking tape that have better gum, so that when you are sharpening the clipper blade, it will not be removing anyhow. Yeah, can you see the way I put the masking tape now? The reason why I'm putting the masking tape is to allow my thumb to have total control over the blade. I can spread my hand to anywhere. I can hold it very tight lightly so that the clipper blade will not remove. Number two, now you see I've cleaned this super hard manner sharpening stone before. Now I'm applying the treatment to cover the whole surface. This one is ordinary kerosene. I will not lie for you. This one is ordinary kerosene. It's not mixture of oil or anything. Now see the way I position the upper blade at the angle of 45 degree. Can you see the way I place it? Try to watch carefully. See the way I move it to the front. That is the way you are going to start. And the stone stand in front of me at the angle of 90 degree. Can you see it? See the way I position my thumb. I want to go to and fro 10 times now. See the way I'm doing it. That is to and fro 10 times for the one side. When you sharpen one side, try to take note of your pressure on the blade. The number of to and fro, try to take note. Number three, the way you apply the treatment on top of the super hard manner sharpening stone. Try to monitor it. Can you see? I've sharpened for the first side. See the area I'm using my pointer to cover, that stainless area. That is the area the stone has touched. Can you see it? That is the area the stone has touched. When you watch carefully, look at the angle I'm circling. Remain that angle. Remain that angle. Remain that angle. Can you see it? Remain that angle. I have to touch that angle to balance with that stainless before I go to the right hand side. I'm now circling the right hand side. The sharpening has not touched the idea at all. For the front and for the back, the sharpening has not touched it. So before I go now, see the back, see where the sharpening has covered by the left hand side. Can you see? The way you sharpen the front, always sharpen the back. Then the sharpening have to cover around 75% to the front, then 35% to the back. Yeah. Can you see? I want to replace it back now to sharpen that small area, that remaining part, to make the left hand side cover finish. You see the area I'm pointing? Can you see it? That is the area I want to sharpen now. Yeah, I want to sharpen it. Yeah, I want to go to and fro 5 times for that area. I'm now checking. Let me get closer to the camera so that I can be able to see and study the inner surface. I will come along with the pointer. Let me put it in a way for you to be able to see it. You know, I usually say it. I need a good Samaritan to give me a better camera. I need better camera or money to buy good camera. Can you see? I've sharpened that head now. So the sharpening has covered from the left hand side to the center for the front and then for the back. Can you see where I'm circling? So I've sharpened the first side now complete. Now I want to move to the other side now. The same thing I've done for the first side, I still have to repeat for the side. That side I'm circling for the front and the back too. Try to take note. The movement of your hand to and fro you counted for the front have to be the same with the back. Then your pressure for the front have to be the same to the back too, to the other side too. Then the way you apply your treatment have to be the same with the other side too. Can you see the way I place it at the angle of 45 degree? Can you see it? Try to take note of all these things when you are sharpening. Once you can miscalculate one, it will affect your sharpening. The sharpening will not be somehow correct. Can you see where I'm placing my pointer? I divide the blade into two. Can you see it? See where I'm pointing? That was the place I placed my thumb. Can you see the way I place it at the center? See where I'm pointing to now? That is the place I'm going to put my thumb. Yeah, applying of the treatment to cover the whole surface very well. Now you see the place I touch, that's the place I place my thumb. I'm now going to and fro 10 times. That was the first one I first did for the other side, for the first side. When I go that to and fro 10 times, and I'll check. Yeah, when I check now, let us get to closer to the camera and see what is going to happen. I'm now with the pointer. Can you see the way I'm trying to fashion out the inner side of it so that I can be able to see it properly? I need better camera from a good Samaritan to do this work very fine. Can you see where I'm circling? You see where I'm circling? The sharpening has covered that area, remain that edge. The two edges now comes out again. The two edges. I have to clear the two edges now. Can you see it? I want to position it well. Yeah, can you see it now? Remain the two edges now. The two edges where I'm circling at the other side too, I need to resharpen them to balance with the center again. That area I'm circling. That area I'm circling. Can you see it now? So the sharpening has now bring it out again. The two edges now. I have to go back to the two edges. And mind you, don't forget, our first sharpening did our first number one edge before. So I want to repeat for the second edge now. Yeah, that is to and fro 5 times to balance up with the first sharpening, the one I've done for the first side. Try to take note. As a professional, you need to be calculating all these things so that there will be no error. Once you miscalculate, error will occur on the external surface of the super hard manner sharpening stone. Yeah, let us watch now and see. Let us watch and see. Let us watch and see what is going to happen. Yeah. Let us watch. Can you see that area too? That area too still remain now. Now the two sides has balanced up now. Then remain to touch the angle, the two angles now. The two edges. I need to retouch it again to make the two edges balance with the center. When I can touch that edge for the front, I can touch the edge for the other side too. Then don't forget, you have to do it with little pressure. With little pressure. Then your to and fro canting has to be lower, like 3, 4, highest 5. Can you see it? So, and the way you put the treatment, see the way I replace it again to make it to make the spread, the treatment they even on top of the super hard manner sharpening stone. I want to start from the front. Can you see that to and fro now is about 10 times now? No, about 5 times now. I'm going for one side. Now let us see what is happening now. Let us see what is happening. Let us see it. Can you see that now? That side has covered up. The left side has covered up. Remain the small edge at the right hand side now. I've did for the left hand side. Remain for the, you see it, that corner. So let me repeat for the other side too to balance up. Yeah, you see the area I'm pointing. That is the area I want to place my thumb. I've sharpened for the front. I want to repeat for the back. Yeah. That is to and fro 5 times. Yeah, you can see it. Let me get closer to the camera so that everybody can see it. I'm still repeating it again to balance up very well. Yeah, let's get to the camera and see what is going to happen. Yeah. Let us check the inner surface now. Let us check the inner surface very well. The inner surface. You see, everything is balanced up now. Everything is balanced up now. It's balanced up. Can you see that is the meaning of that sign? From the back to the front, I've been sharpening correctly for the upper blade. Yeah, you see the way I follow the process. You don't need to be worried because you are a learner. If to say I want to sharpen it on my own, it's only one time. I will go one time for one side, one time for the other side. Under 30 seconds, the work has done. But you are learning. So I want you to see the secret. We are now on the bottom clipper blade now. We are now on top of the bottom clipper blade. You see, I place it at the angle of 45 degrees. Can you see? I'm trying to show you where the bottom blade lay in the front and in the back. Now I'm now placing my thumb at the center. That center now I'm trying to locate it. After locating the center, see where I'm trying to position my thumb. That's the area I'm pointing. I'm pointing for the front, I'm pointing for the back. I'm likely to start at the front. That is to and fro 20 times for the front. To and fro 20 times for the front. Yeah. I'm trying to clean it up very well. Let me get closer to the camera for you to be able to see the inner part of it, to how to study the inner part. Can you see me looking at it? The blade has been divided into two. One side shining by the left hand side. The other side is black. Then you see the area I'm covering with my pointer. That area has been touched by the sharpening stone. Can you see that stainless area? You see that stainless area still touch the back. Can you see? See where I'm circling? Follow my pointer. Follow my pointer. The stone has touched that area. All those shiny area. Can you see it? See the way I take it to follow? Yeah, the stone has touched that area very well. You see that black area? You see the area I'm circling? That stainless. The stone has touched that area. See all those area I'm touching? The stone has touched the area. See that black area by the right hand side at the center. By the right hand side at the back. That black area, can you see the stone has not touched that area? So you have to repeat the same process you have done for the first side to the second side. Don't forget, your pressure, that is to and fro, your pressure have to be the same for the front and the back. Then your counting to and fro 20 times have to be equal with the other side too. Then the application of the treatment have to be the same. Then the placement, the way you place your thumb on top of the bottom blade. Can you see I'm calculating it again to show you the exact portion I've placed it in the front, to show you where you place it at the back. Then try to locate your blade at the angle of 45 degrees. Can you see the way I located it, the way I place it? You see the way I'm trying to locate it, the center? Can you see? That is the place I want to place my thumb. You see it? I've done for the front. I'm now repeating for the back now. Try to follow the process very well as a learner, as a professional, so that you can be able to achieve something better at the end of the show. I don't want to rush. I don't want to rush at all. I can sharpen clipper blade under 2 minutes, 1 minute. Yeah, the upper and the bottom blade. 1 minute, 2 minutes, highest 3 minutes. Yeah, highest 3 minutes. Can you see now? Look at the whole inner surface of the clipper blade, which means I'm giving you the sign that the front has been sharpened correctly. Then when you look at that back, the back has been sharpened correctly. But when you look at the right hand side at the back, that black area at the back, I'm talking at the back. See the front I'm circling? That front is good now. That front is good. See the back too, the back is good. But when you look towards the edge, yeah, you see the area I'm pointing out. That area, the stone has not touched that area, but it cannot affect the work. It cannot affect it at all. The stone has touched the center of the back very well. Likewise, the front has covered on the front, which means the inner part of this bottom clipper blade have been sharpened correctly. Me are looking at the inner surface. Yeah. But a tutorial is coming. I want to tell you, it is not all the blade that you sharpen the inner surface of it shining across that can cut clipper, that can cut ear, that can work fine. We are coming to that tutorial, but this one will work fine. Can you see the clipper? The clipper blade I'm showing you. This is SurfaceSTUDYenhancement clipper blade, but this one is original. Very, very heavy, thick. Yeah, it is very, very heavy, hard to sharp. It can only be sharpened by a professional, experienced barber, barber engineer who know how to sharpen clipper blade very well. Can you see the way I want to test? This is a freehand testing styling method from my main. So before you now mount it on the clipper on the engine, you have to run it and test it with freehand testing styling mode, which means I have to get the part that is working correctly and sharpening correctly. So when I use this style to test, I can be able to detect whether the clipper blade has been sharpened correctly. If the clipper blade has been sharpened correctly, I can take my hands to see. If it remains some part to be resharpened, I can be able to use my hand to see. But when you follow my process very well according to the way you're supposed to follow it, you follow me step by step, you calculate the way I'm doing it, you follow it up in that way, you might not get any error. So when you test and you open it and you see carbon in the inner part of the upper and the bottom blade from the left hand side to the right hand side, from the right hand side to the left hand side, when you see it, everything form carbon across, which means the upper and the bottom blade has agreed totally with each other. They are being sharpened correctly, and when you treat it properly, you run it properly according to the way you're supposed to run it through my direction. Then you now mount it on the clipper, you test it. You test it with mass of air, it will cut air perfectly, which means you are a real professional. You are a professional, you are a master. So when you can sharpen in that way and you get the carbon from the left hand side to the right hand side to cover the inner surface finish, you are a real professional. You know, I'm testing this one now. Let us see what it's going to bring out. Let us see what it's going to bring out. Then, anytime from this moment, I'll be sharpening clipper blade live. You'll be seeing me live, no editing. I want to be doing it live, that is live video on YouTube. I want to be sharpening clipper blade live. I have started the barbing live. Then I want to start the sharpening of the clipper blade so that you will see exactly the way I'm doing it. You will see that the way I am putting my video now, it is exactly like a live video because I did not cut anything off out of it. It is just uploaded the way I have just recorded it. Can you see it? So I'm still running it now. I'm still testing it. Free and testing styling mode is still under testing. When that testing finish, then we open it. When we open it, you can be able to check for that sign. Can you see the way I'm testing it? You will let the blade zero gap. You test it in that way. Then you now bring it to the 50 gap. You shift that upper blade to the 50% gap on top of the bottom blade. You run it like that. Then you now shift it back at the 100% gap. The original barbers will understand what I mean. So when you do it in that way, you now open it now. Let us check and see what is happening. Can you see the black carbon form across the whole surface of the inner surface of the clipper blade for upper and the bottom clipper blade? Which means this clipper blade is sharpened logically, technically, correctly, professionally, okay. Can you see it now? This means this clipper blade, when you treat it, you run it properly, you now mount it on the engine. This one will work exactly like new clipper blade, or even better than the new clipper blade. I'm saying it. Those people that have been following me since, all my subscribers know what I really meant. They really understand what I really meant, because when I'm sharpening clipper blade like this and I run it, it gives me this sign. I'm talking of my own. I'm not talking of another studio. This is Master Abbas Comedy TV live. Yeah, when I can sharpen, I can test, then I can get this kind of shine. And then in the inner part of the upper and the bottom clipper blade, I've sharpened, which means it has been sharpened correctly. It has been sharpened logically, technically, correctly, professionally, okay. So when I run it now, I treat it. I now mount it on the engine. I now use mass of air to test. Let us see the way it will cut. It has to cut very fine. At 0 gap, I will test it. 50% gap, I will test it. 100% gap, I will test it. So which means in between the 0 and 100 gap have been tested. So this type of clipper blade now can work for any type of hair design. You can use it to barb any type of hair design on yourself, on your customer. Yeah, and it can last you longer. So far, you are putting oil at the normal time. You can use it as long as you like to use it. So I sharpen clipper blade for commercial, for private. Can you see it now? When you sharpen clipper blade finish, you first give it first treatment. You put kerosene in a rag. Then you see to clean all the body completely. Can you see the way I'm cleaning it now? I'm giving it tidying, total neatness. Yes, can you see the way I'm cleaning it now? I'm cleaning the upper blade, the bottom blade, to make it neat, to bring it back to normal. Can you see it now? You see it now? Can you see it? After this one now, I'll now mount it on the engine. After mounting it on the engine, I will now run with ordinary kerosene. When I run with ordinary kerosene, about 2 times. When I run it 2 times, after I now put the oil. After putting the oil, then I now leave it to work for like 1, 2, 3 or 4 minutes. When this work come down very well, the force will first go up. When the force go up well, as you are running it, as you are putting the treatment, you put in the oil, the force will now come down even lower than the new clipper. When you now put mass of air to test, you can now see where we really know the professional. This is how you can know the professional, I'm telling you. That is how you can know the professional. Watch this film to the end, see the way I will test it. I'm now proving to you that what auto can do in the barbing field, manual stone can still do better. I'm telling you sincerely, all over the world. Among the white, among the black, I'm unique. Master Barbers Comedy TV. Watch my video from A to Z. Compare to all and look at the difference there. This is Master Barbers. Follow me up. When you want to know how to sharpen clipper blade very well, you want to know how to run clipper, how to treat, how to sharpen, then you can make it to work very fine, like a new clipper blade or even better than the new clipper. Follow my tutorial. You must become a real professional. I am doing these tutorials to help all barbers, all barber engineers, all barber stylists, all barber proprietors, to help everybody throughout the world. If you want to know how to sharpen clipper blade very well, follow my channel, Master Barbers Comedy TV, one and only Master Barbers Comedy TV throughout the world. Follow my tutorials, watch my tutorials. From there you will gain a lot. This is Master Barbers. Can you see? And I want to test. You will see the way I will test. I will put mass of hair in my hand, in one hand. Then the 0 gap, I will test. 50% gap, I will test. 100% gap, I will test. Can you see? Now from 0 to 100% gap, I have to test through. When I test through, now I can be able to see that the clipper blade I've sharpened is correct. Logically, technically, professionally sharpened, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to adjust the speed. Let us watch now and see. If you want to know how to sharpen clipper blade very well, subscribe to my channel. If you want to know much about sharpening of the clipper blade throughout the world, subscribe to my channel. If you want to know how to fashion out sharpening in a modern way, in a professional way, no error, subscribe to my channel, Master Barbers Comedy TV. Yeah. If you want to know how to sharpen stone, if you want to know how to sharpen stone very well, you want to know how to fashion the sharpening surface on the sharpening stone, professionally, logically, technically, okay, you subscribe to my channel, Master Barbers Comedy TV. Yeah, I'm about to test. Oh my God. That is a 0 gap. When you test at 0 gap, shift it to 50% gap. After that one, shift it to 100% gap. Let us see how it works. Follow the process now. Follow the process. Can you see it? This one is not magic. It is not magic. And some people call me it is magic because they don't understand this. They say the way you are sharpening your sharpening, the way you are using your sharpening to Master Barber, it is wonderful. It is just like magic. It is not magic. Follow my tutorials very well. You have to become a real professional. You have to know how to sharpen clipper blade very well. I'm telling you, I promise you. Follow my tutorials very well. This is Master Barbers. This is Master Barbers Comedy TV. Follow my tutorials. Follow my tutorials. Follow my tutorials step by step. No boycott, no overtaking, no jumping. Straightforward, no cut off. Follow it step by step from A to Z. You must become a real professional. I'm trying to run the paper teeth very well. Can you see? I'm dropping kerosene by the side, by the corner of the clipper blade to make sure the carbons, the particles of the sharpening stone, the particles of the iron, to chip off the carbons, to chip off all the dirties in the inner of the upper and the bottom blade, very, very neat. So when you chip it off, like 2 or 3, at least 2 times, after that one now, then you be carrying your levers up and down, so you can for them down. After that one now, you now put your oil. After putting the oil, allow the machine to run for a minute, 2 or 3. After running the clipper blade, you now put mass of air to test. Watch me. Now let's continue and see what is going to happen.